Kathleen Kennedy had just completely tanked her own reputation with that latest response to the fans. I mean, how out of touch do you have to be to tell your audience, yeah, we're not changing Star Wars for you, no matter how much you complain? It's like she's daring fans to hate her more.
Right. She's basically saying, hey, Star Wars fans, we see you don't like the garbage we're producing, but guess what? We're going to keep cranking out the same garbage just to spite you. Honestly, Kathleen Kennedy responding to voices like Critical Drinker or Star Wars Theory with that level of arrogance is mind-blowing. These are people with millions of followers. They're not nobodies. They represent huge portions of the fan base.
Exactly. You'd think with their combined 5 million plus followers, Lucasfilm might take a hint and, I don't know, listen. But nah, Kennedy's like, we're doubling down on failure. It's like Coke saying, we don't care if you think new Coke sucks. We're keeping it. Imagine a company doing that and expecting to stay afloat. The woman's running Star Wars like it's a personal pet project instead of a billion-dollar franchise that people actually care about.
It's baffling, man. When your viewership tanks, audience scores hit rock bottom, and you're still saying nothing's going to change, it's just insulting. You've got legitimate voices out there calling you out. Critical Drinker doesn't even pull his punches. But Kennedy and her crew are so obsessed with protecting their own egos they can't admit they're wrong. They just brush off the critiques like they're coming from a bunch of trolls or something.
Oh yeah, because every time you criticize Star Wars these days, you're automatically a hater, right? Like, no. Most fans aren't out there attacking cast members or being toxic. They just want decent storytelling. But instead of addressing the real concerns, like how they've completely lost sight of what Star Wars is supposed to be, they focus on the fringe hate comments to dismiss everyone. It's lazy.
Yeah, they love painting the critics as basement-dwelling man children who just hate change. But here's the thing, most of us don't care if you bring in new characters or shift the tone. If the story's good. But when you put out garbage like the sequel trilogy or The Acolyte, what do you expect? The storytelling is a mess. It's so disconnected from what made Star Wars Star Wars, you can't just slap a lightsaber on the screen and call it a day. Fans deserve better.
But you know what's even more infuriating? Kennedy knows they've failed. She literally admitted she wants a win before she retires, which is basically code for, I've been screwing this up, but I need to save face before I walk away. Like, lady, if you need a win after a decade of running the franchise, doesn't that mean you've been failing the whole time?
Exactly. It's like a coach saying, yeah, I just need to win one game before I leave the team. After losing season after season, no, you need to be winning consistently, especially when you're in charge of a franchise that people spend their hard-earned money on. This isn't charity work, it's a business. And when you're losing money because your audience is fed up, you're supposed to change tactics. It's not rocket science.
Yet here she is somehow still employed, despite turning Lucasfilm into the laughing stock of Hollywood. Meanwhile, Bob Chapek gets canned after a couple of bad years as Disney's CEO. But Kennedy, nah. She gets to stick around and make bad decisions like it's a hobby.
We were just discussing ideas of what to do with the new Prince Eric movie.
Put a chick in it, make her gay!
It doesn't, and that's why fans are so frustrated. It's not like we're rooting for her to fail, but come on, how many more flops do we need before someone at Disney realizes this woman's driving the franchise into the ground?
I'm not saying the franchise is dead, but it's on life support. If they don't make some serious changes soon, like within the next few years soon, this franchise is going to fall. And it's sad to say, but I'm not convinced anyone at Lucasfilm has the guts to actually fix it.
At this point, I'm just here for the train wreck. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more Trooper Talks. Catch you guys next time.